Hey everybody, welcome to the 14th tournament of Spartan Ninja Warrior. Last time was the first tournament of the third era, and didn't go the best. We tied the record for the least amount of Stage 1 clears ever in a tournament, and for the second time, no one got to Stage 3. Will the competitors' fortunes be better this time? Let's find out. Like last time, Stage 1 is 9 obstacles, but there's been a lot of modifications, including a 5-second time count. Start off with a brand new obstacle, Snake Run. Just jump across these 6 disc things and get across. Then the log grip has been modified a bit. That's a little tougher since last time. Head slides are different. Whole maze has been extended slightly. That's modification. The jumping spider. The first window has been extended to make that a little easier, but the jump into it is slightly harder. The downhill drop. It's a new obstacle. Really doesn't matter what you do as long as the ball rolls down and you don't touch the track. The double board wall is modified. Yeah, it takes up less space now. Flying chute modified. The chute is steeper, and there's a bigger area for you to land on. The escalator, now instead of panels, is now planks of wood. And the rope ladder, the blocks have been moved down slightly, so you can no longer spring jump and skip the last block. Start off with I-98I, guess, I'm not sure. Getting through Snake Run nicely, and he's through it. First look at the new log grip, camera janking, and he overshoots it. Okay, now we have returning rando Smother 51. I believe he competed in tournament 10. Maybe 11 or 12, I don't know. Looks a little bit like Sunnyside Splash, who did not compete this time. Internet issues, I guess. Smother having some difficulty, and he's out. Now, as always at number 3 most of the time, we have Foamy Boy. Never the best competitor, never the worst either, but he's certainly closer to that than the best. Foamy is off. Snake Run so far. Oh! Almost fell off the third one. Foamy is through Snake Run, now to the log grip. Can he be the first to beat it? The pipe. Oh! That was a little weird, but seems to be getting through it. He is now on the whole maze. He spent a lot of time on this in the last tournament, but he did beat it. Lining himself up here. This time limit is pretty strict, despite how long it is. But this is a very long stage, so you cannot go too slow, which Foamy is doing. This is not great for his time. I mean, I don't know if he expects himself to clear or not. I don't know if anyone does. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. Foamy onto the jumping spider, failed here last time. Lines up, jumps for it, and he undershoots it. Foamy is out on the jumping spider. Now, Onyxins. Fun fact, Onyx has a lower attack stat than Oddish. I don't know how many people are gonna get that, but it's funny. Like that fail. Now we have Matrix Sword. Now this is going by fast. Oh, almost fell off the second platform step thingy, whatever. I should be better at naming things on my own horse. Almost walked off the back there. But, through Snake Run. Now the log grip. Shouldn't have sprinted there. Now we have returning competitor Shadowrun 132. I forget how he did last tournament. Well, I forget how he did exactly. I do remember he did not good. Just like the next two competitors that will be following him. I don't think he needed a crouch jump there. Shadow in the head slide. Into the third one, and he's through the log grip. He reloaded there. Now the pole maze. Punched it nicely. Shadow is getting his pole moving at a good pace right now. And it's at the end. Shadowrun is through the pole maze now for the jumping spider. Okay. Jumps for it. And he's on the window. He saved jump too early. He is out. Now we have Game Show MC67. Returning competitor. The last time failed the log grip because he tried to side jump it because he thought he was on Roblox. Nope, he is not. Guess he still thinks he is, though. Game Show is out. Now we have a Halo fan, a very big fan of Call of Duty, obviously. That's his favorite rhythm game. I tried to make a joke there. That was not funny. I do not apologize in the slightest. Halo fan onto the log grip now. And out of it. That's a DQ. Titan 7399. Titan is my favorite of Saturn's many moons. A fun fact, Saturn sounds like your sleep paralysis demon. There's a video converting radio waves taken from bodies in the solar system, then converting them into sounds. And not into good runs. Now we have AFK Wendigo. Please do not actually go AFK on the course. I have had too many occurrences of that. I'm not a big fan. Wendigo through the snake run, now the log grip. He had no idea what to do there. Now we have Docsad. That's a fun gamer tag. Not really one of the best this course has seen. Similar to this run, that was pathetic. You should be ashamed. Now we have Built for LA. Sorry, Built for LA, like to withstand the earthquakes, withstand the heat, withstand the terrible sports fans that would beat someone to death for being a fan of a terrible competitor on a Halo jumping course. Tuba 63314, that is too many numbers. We're flying through this. And he is just standing there. He is AFK. The AFK guy was a few runs ago, but he should have thought of a new gimmick. Okay, he's moving now. And he came up short of that. Now we have Caden Bogard. It's been a bit since he competed, as in he missed the last tournament. In Tournament 12, completely embarrassed himself. Failing in the most Caden way imaginable. But he's back now hoping to not be that hilariously inept. He just jumped backwards off of a dismount platform after already beating an obstacle. But so far he's doing better than that. Getting through the pole maze decently. At an alright pace. He just has one turn section, whatever, I don't really know. And he's through it. Could be going a bit faster, but not the worst pace. Getting onto the jumping spider. He jumps for it. He save jumps. And he doesn't get a jump to the next window. Caden's out. Now we have X Doomslayer X. How will this guy do bad? Now we have... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this gamer tag, for very good reason. Now we have TX Drew TV, everyone's favorite supporter of the Democrat Party. That's why he's wearing blue armor. So he just cannot contain his pure love for President Joe Biden. And see, he loves the Democratic Party so much he's lagging and falling. Now, Sunnier Prawn 253. Couldn't get Sunnyside Splash, but we needed someone with Sun in the gamer tag, and we got this disgrace. Now, we got Snoz, everyone's favorite competitor, that wears a pig helmet and purple armor. And, yeah, I don't know what to add. Snoz through the log grip. Well, not through it yet. But he essentially is now. And he actually is now. Now Snoz onto the full maze. Punching in nicely. Got a decent pace going. Should have said that. He is stuck. Come on, Snoz. That section still two corners to go through now, though. Snoz is taking a very long time here. His old withering bones simply not quite up to snuff, I guess. But he is through the pole maze now to the jumping spider. I believe he failed here last time. Can he get his revenge? Jumps for it, and he won't get it. Snoz fails the jumping spider. Tough scene. Pasanxo 94. Good riddance. Now we have Striplin Soldier, and that's a fun gamer tag. That was not a fun run. The randos are even worse than usual today. Oh, hey, it's Mew7373. I found this guy under the truck. Yeah, I just used strength on it, and he was under it. Now he's underwater. El Booker Taco, we've got a veteran here. He completed stage 1 in tournaments 9 and 10. Then in tournament 12, almost cleared again, but forgot there was a time limit, so he timed out at the very end. That is the most taco thing of all time. He's at a good pace now so far, though. Taco on the pole maze. I believe he failed the jumping spider last time. It was number 48, due to the sort of lottery system last time. It was sort of lottery, but not really. Why? You don't need to shoot there, you need to punch it. Taco, what are you doing? He's through that now. Now onto the jumping spider. Can he get his revenge? He jumps. He's onto the window, going straight for it. Save jumping. He's onto the peg. Taco. On the window. Oh, he tried to go too fast. Taco is out on the jumping spider again. And that is unfortunate. Now we have Crop. Or is it Crope? I don't know. And I don't care. You're a rando. See what I mean? Now we have Vetum Cod 7832. You know, you think you're cool replacing numbers, or replacing letters with numbers. No, just makes you look dyslexic. Okay, this tournament has gone by very, very quickly so far. We're halfway through stage 1. No clears. Sunset time. Now someone with a pulse. Next up, we have the host of Ninjas of Halo. Sonic Fan 10193. This famer lover of all things Nintendo consoles has competed quite a lot, but did not see success until Tournament 7. And although he failed the chain reaction on Stage 2 there, in Tournament 10, he would get to Stage 3, going out on the ultimate cliffhanger. Then in Tournament 12, he would get back to Stage 3, and while doing a little better, still could not beat the cliffhanger. As you'll see here. But in the last tournament, Sonic would shockingly go out on the very first obstacle, the rope glider. Although his corpse did make the dismount. Yes, Sonic, he is a very good jumper. He's got very good taste in college football teams. Or maybe we just have the same poor taste. We've had poor taste since 2010. We'll be good again someday. But enough of that. Let's focus on his run. He is on the log grip now. Sonic into the head slide. So yeah, he's already got a personal best for this era. Sonic is now on the full maze. I'd make comments saying all of this is unfamiliar to him, but I'm not gonna try to have the illusion of, oh, everyone's seeing this for the first time. Yeah, you're allowed to practice. Sonic practiced a good amount. Okay, he's going straight to the jumping spider, or not. And he is into the windows now. Sonic going at a good pace right now. Will we see someone through the jumping spider for the first time this tournament? Yes, we will. Now, our first look at the downhill drop. This is not easy, but it's not... Oh, there was some lag there. Okay, Sonic is through the track and through the downhill drop. Now for the double warp wall. Lining himself up, and he's up first in one. Now the second wall. Up that one as well. Now the flying chute, and he lands on the rope. Sonic Fan is through the flying chute with plenty of time left. Come on. Now the escalator. He's a fan of platformers. He should be good here. And making the big jump onto the fourth plank. And he's onto the rope ladder. As long as Sonic does not pull a 100 unit, we will have a clear. He's climbing quickly. And Sonic Fan is our first clear of the tournament with 17.4 seconds left. That was a very smooth, very steady run all around. We will be seeing Mr. Fan the second stage for the fourth time. I should know how to memorize things by now. And Sonic, good job. Really no big mistakes anywhere. The downhill drop was a little scary with the lag, but that didn't matter. See you on stage 2. Now, Agent Colorado, but without the E. Oh yeah, the new character limit for gamer tags. It's only 12 instead of 15, which is dumb. Very, very dumb. Just like that failure. Now, Chaos Rising 5698. You know, I've slowly realized not to take any attention away from this rando, but I'm doing it because it's what I do. My commentary, when I'm not poorly doing actual commentary, I'm just rambling over whatever is happening on screen, like that failure there. Now we have Glowcombs. This guy was actually pretty excited to do a run. Yeah, he messaged me quite a bit. And there was a time where I couldn't get him to run because for a few days my Xbox was broken, so I got a new Xbox. The Series X, it's a fridge, basically. It's shaped like one. Tapping on it. Might have heard it, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah. But I got this, and then I got him to run, and I finished off the tournament, so the crisis was averted. For better or worse. good pace so far. Punching the pole. Getting it down the track. Okay, slowing down a bit here. Seems to be hung up. But it's at the end now. And Glow is onto the jumping spider. Might want to watch the time, and mistakes like that are not going to help him. He's lining up, jumps for it. He is into the window. Okay, what is he doing here? Oh, he's going to try to jump around the windows. Similar to Rog's old drum hopper. It seems to be working, but it is costing him a lot of time. Okay, yeah, he just jumped too early. Glow Combs is out. And now we have standout ways. How will he stand out here? In which way will he separate himself, or herself, or themselves from the crowd? Maybe by being a rando to beat the log grip. No rando has yet. Okay. No. Now we have the veteran Swantron 97. He's technically a veteran because he did beat Stage 1 several millennia ago, back in Tournament 2. Swan, the host of Jump and Aborigines Warrior, which is soon to return. No, on Halo Infinite, apparently. I'll believe it when I see it. That's not trying to improve anything. Just, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking about that. I'm gonna start talking about this run. Swan is on the pole maze, getting his pole moving pretty nicely. Okay. A little slow now. But Swan is punching this pole pretty nicely. And he is through the pole maze now. A little slow, but not the end of the world yet. You can make up time in other places. Swan into the jumping spider. He beats the jump that he failed last time. He does another drum hopper jump, I guess. He has more of a reason to. It's what he's used to. Although that was a very long time ago. Swan is through the jumping spider. Now is when you want to worry about time. Does not have much left. Onto the downhill drop. Okay, he's going to jump through the first and second drop. He's going to go right through it. Okay, that was a good way to make up some time. Come on, Swan. He is not up the wall in one. I have no idea why the first wall is harder than the second one. Swan up the second wall in one. He needs to move. He jumps, and he got a safe jump, but Swan is out on the flying chute. Oh, that is not what you want to see. Swan, he has all the ability to clear. He just hasn't been able to put it together in any of his appearances since Tournament 2. I know we'll see him again on Stage 2 someday, just not today. Now, Lobo Solitary. Fun fact. This was the last rando that was filmed this tournament. Nick GT Dart out. Wahoo. Jumping Joe Bro. That's a gamer tag, alright. It has jumping in it, so maybe he won't suck. I'm assuming it's a he because he has bro in the gamer tag. He's showing some competency so far. Actually landing on the pipe. Oh. And no, Joe Bro is out. It's a DQ. I really should have put kill barriers there. But, I mean, that is the best rando's done so far. Now we have the host of Halo, Sasuke, Chumpy. He's competed since the start, and first cleared Stage 1 in Tournament 2, where he would get all the way to Stage 3, going out on the jump bars. Then in Tournament 3, he'd do the same thing, but get a little bit further. 2 jumps further, precisely. Excuse me. But since then, Chumpy has struggled. The only time he's cleared Stage 1 since then was Tournament 7. He was one of 8 to do so that day. He would go out on the Delta Bridge. Yeah, Chumpy last time failed the flying chute, like many others. And Chumpy is really hoping to clear today. He was actually the first run of this tournament to be filmed. And this run was filmed so early, it was actually before Tournament 13 was uploaded, because Chumpy is now in college. And he really wanted to run this before he had to leave, because he didn't bring his Xbox because his parents wouldn't let him. So I decided to be the kind soul I am. I am the nicest human to ever live. I decided to let him run early. Chumpy is going pretty smoothly so far. Got a good punch there. More punches like that, people running later. Chumpy had a good pace onto the jumping spider. Had no trouble with this last time. Let's see if he can beat it again. He is into it. Okay. Chumpy onto the pegs now. And he's gonna zoom right to the downhill drop. He was worried about this. But let's see if Chumpy can surpass his expectations and beat this. He jumps, and he jumps again. And Chumpy, no, he is out. He fails the downhill drop. Chumpy just jumped too early. Yeah, he should not have done that. Chumpy. It's an unfortunate mistake. Hopefully we'll see him again. But he is leaving on a sour note at the moment. Now we have the veteran Super Ninja Jake 2. He first cleared Stage 1 back in Tournament 6. Didn't do it again until Tournament 10. Then did it again in 12. And all 3 of those times, he never beat Stage 2. That's his kryptonite on jumping courses in general. Jake has never gotten to a Stage 3. Similar to Flip Rodriguez, just hopefully with not quite as depressing of a backstory. Okay, Jake is moving very quickly. Now he is through full maze onto the jumping spider. He jumps and is into the windows. Jake is going at a very good pace right now. Okay. And he's through the spider, now the downhill drop. Okay, rolling now. Jumps there, jumps again. Perfect timing. Jake's through the downhill drop. Plenty of time onto the double warp wall. But he is not up the first in 1. Come on, Jake. He's not up it in 2 either. He almost had it. Still plenty of time. Oh, okay, now you need to worry. Jake's not up it in 4 tries. Can he get it on 5? No. Okay, going for try 6. He is still not up it. Not up it in 7. Come on, Jake. Not up it in 8 either. He's shooting at it. He knows he's not going to clear. He's finally up it on try 9. Now the second wall. He's not up that in 1. But he's up it in 2. The klaxon is going to sound. He lands on the rope. He knows he's not going to clear. Oh, he almost came up short of the dismount. But Jake is going to time out. That was very unfortunate. A combined 11 tries on both warp walls. And he was able to eventually beat it. But it cost him so much time he could not even attempt the escalator. But I will count it as an escalator fail because he did beat the chute. That is a tough scene for Jake. Now we have Mexican Boy. What a gamer tag! Okay, getting through Snake Run so far. Keyword being so far, and now actually through it. Okay, taking some time here. As randos usually do, they aren't known for being smart, as shown there. Now we have the slow boy that I decided to give the theme of the fastest competitor in Sasuke at the moment because I thought it'd be funny. Crown Ferret 19. Irish is the host of Irish Warrior. Well, we call him Irish because he was called Irish 1200. I just said Irish way too much. He's competed since the start. First cleared in Tournament 9, failed Roulette Row. Cleared again in Tournament 11, where he'd become the only person in SNW history to fail the Spider Wall. Never been a fan of doing window obstacles on Halo 5, and it shows there. Then in Tournament 12, he had yet another slow time on Stage 1, but he did clear. And then on Stage 2, he came agonizingly close to beating the Stage 2 with easily the strictest time limit it has ever had, getting 9th place. Out of the 14 that beat Stage 1 last time, 8 beat Stage 2. Irish came the closest to beating it of the 6 that failed. Now Irish does not really expect to clear here, so he just wants to get as far as he can, not really caring about the time. Yeah. Irish, he the host of Irish Warrior. It's a pretty good show. Best tournament was Tournament 11, where, despite me on his course, ironically being known as a very slow competitor, just even though on other courses overall, I'd say I go at an average pace. I can lean faster or slower, depending. But on Irish Warrior, back in Tournament 8, I believe, I set the record for the slowest Stage 1 clear time ever. I had 0.26 seconds left on Stage 1. Then in Tournament 11, my first time getting to Stage 3 on his course. On Stage 2, I beat that stage of the 4 people to beat it with the fastest time, including faster than Joey. And that is my favorite stat on any jumping course ever. Well, I don't know that it's my favorite stat on Irish Warrior because it's irony, it's fun. Speaking of which, Rish is going very slow, but he lands on the stopper of the ball. That is okay. Through the downhill drop, he really doesn't have the time to clear. But can he get up the wall of one? Yes, he will. Now for the second wall. Irish up this in one. Now for the flying chute. And he is out on it again, just like the last tournament. Oh, Irish. Although everything was very slow to this point, it was very smooth as well. So, just slightly overshot it. Had too much momentum. And Rish will not see Stage 2 today. Now we have Lara Lorvan. That's, if that's your actual name, probably not a good idea putting it in your gamertag. Unless your name is Joey Davis. You're clearly not Joey Davis. Now we have the veteran Stray Felix. He's competed since the start. And although in Season 1 he had a lot of struggles, in Season 2 he was nearly invincible on the first stage, only failing in Tournament 11, the last time he failed Stage 1. Again, that was a short profile. I don't know why I included it. Yeah, I included it to pad out the runtime. Yay. Yeah, Strafe failed the flying shoot last time. Hoping to get some revenge here and beat stage 1. And we haven't really seen the later half of stage 1 all that much this tournament. Yeah, the randos, they're never good, but feels like they've been even worse today than usual. Like, comparable to levels, how bad they were on a similar level to Tournament 9. So I do not believe a single rando in 9 beat the rolling log. But hey, Tournament 9, actually no, I'll save that for a video after Tournament 15. This 15 will be the last tournament on Halo 5. And after that, I'm gonna rank every tournament from least favorite to favorite. And I don't want to spoil Tournament 9's placement. Okay, Strafe, as I've been rambling, is onto the downhill drop. Getting through it nicely. Probably the cleanest we've seen anyone through it so far. It is possible to beat without jumping. You don't need a Wrangler. Okay, you just up the first warp ball in 1. Now for the second, up that in 1 as well. Now the flying shoot, will he get his revenge? He lands on the rope, gets a save jump, and Strafe is through the flying shoot. Just 2 obstacles left. Now through the escalator. Jake just technically failed it. Strafe is going up. And Strafe comes up short of the last plank. Strafe Helix fails the escalator. I did not expect that. Wow. Strafe just simply stayed crouched for too long, so he lost his full sprint, which you need to get to that last plank. That is unfortunate. Well, we have 10 clears. No, not 10 clears. We have 10 runs left. Only 1 clear. Now we're on to Smoky Massacre, host of Halo Ninja Warrior. And in the last tournament, he failed the flying shoot, like so many others. Let's hope Smokey can get there and get his revenge. This has been a weird tournament. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks that. Smokey. This stage is very similar, despite, I'm pretty sure everything on this stage has been modified or replaced compared to last tournament. Yeah, that's what it was. Smokey is getting through the jumping spider at the moment, and he is now the downhill drop. Seen some fails here today, and some clears. Smokey gonna jump there, and he is through it. Now the double warp wall. Smokey is not up the first wall in 1. Gonna whip right back around, get up it in 2. Second wall, up that in 1. Now the flying shoot. He sticks it, and is through the flying shoot. Just saw Strafe fail the escalator. Will he avenge him? Quickly going to the side, and he's through it onto the rope ladder. He has plenty of time. No need to panic. No need to worry, because Smoky Massacre is going to beat stage 1 with 17.1 seconds left. He's the second clear of the tournament. Could have had the fastest time if it wasn't for needing 2 attempts at the first wall. He got his revenge on the shoot. He got revenge for Strafe on the escalator. And Smoky Massacre is headed to stage 2. First time in this era. Maybe he can finally get back to stage 3. We'll find out soon enough. speaking of Halo Ninja Warrior, here's the grand champion of that course, Fireball ZXC. Yeah, he got first place back in Tournament 2, then again in Tournament 7. Going out on the vertical limit and cliffhanger, respectively. Last time, Fireball was one of the several to fail the flying shoot, although he came the closest to those failures. Now Fireball is hoping to clear Stage 1 here. And let's hope he does. He is getting through Snake Run nicely so far. And he has got it. Now the log grip. Going down these head slides nicely. And he defeats that now for the pole maze. Punching his way through it. He's a little bit stuck here. But basically everyone that gets here is. No big deal. Yeah, Fireball now onto the jumping spider. Jumps and lands in the window. Fireball is now on the second level and defeats the jumping spider. Now for the downhill drop. He had a lot of issues with this. Just rolling it. Now the first drop. Fireball falls off the ball! Fireball is out on the downhill drop. I did not expect that. Well, I expected people to fail here. I don't know if I expected him specifically. Now this is unfortunate. Fireball, he can easily beat this stage, but it just wasn't meant to be. Now we have the first of the All-Stars taking on this course today, V Snowball V. He's had so many gamer tags, I have trouble remembering which ones happened. If Joey failed Stage 1 in the first two tournaments, would not fail again until Tournament 9. And then, in the previous tournament, failed Stage 1 again. Yeah, in the first 13 tournaments, only 4 Stage 1 fails. I'd say that is pretty damn good. So yeah, Joey, Snowball, Avesia, Vase, whatever you want to call him, he's had so many gamer tags. He changed his gamer tag again. He's gonna have a new gamer tag next tournament. I don't know. Just please decide on one. Yeah. Joey, he was actually feeling pretty confident in this tournament for the later stages, as in, he was worried about Stage 1, but he felt if he could beat this, he could get all the way to the final stage, which, coming so close after a total victory only 2 tournaments ago, would be mind-blowing, for better or worse. Yeah, Joey punching through nicely. Now for the jumping spider. Jumps into it and gets into it. Joey always loves going fast. He always aims for the fastest time. And right now he has the pace good enough for it. Yeah, Sonic Fan has it currently with 17.4 seconds. Joey a little wobbly there. Takes another wrangle. And he is through the downhill drop. Now the double warp wall. Oh, he is not up it in 1. Still plenty of time though. Joey's not up it in 2. Might want to start worrying now. He sets himself up. He's up it in 3. Okay, still got time, Joey. Oh, he's not up the second wall in 1. This is very out of character for him. Okay, but he's up it in 2. He's gonna have to hurry now. Okay, he sticks the rope, and he's through the flying chute. Joey has no time to waste. He has to move, and it's what he's gonna do. Now the escalator does not pull a strafe. Okay, He is flying up this rope ladder. The klaxon sounds, but I don't think it's going to matter. Because despite it being slower than usual, Joey is going to clear stage 1 with 4.3 seconds left. That was a little bit worrying, but a clear is a clear. And Joey scared us a bit there, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Cleared first time in this era. Joey will be moving on to the second stage. Welcome back. Now we have Hunter Unit 751. In the last tournament, he was the only person to beat the flying chute that did not beat stage 1. Going out on the rope ladder in a pretty odd fashion. Hunter is the host of Ninja Warrior of Halo. I think. I'm not quite sure if Ninja Warrior of Halo is a real thing. It has not been seen out in the wild in a very, very long time. But Hunter has been seen. And Hunter is punching this pole so far. A little bit slow. But he is through the pole maze now. Hunter is into the jumping spider. He had a lot of trouble with this in practice in the last tournament, but he did push through it. Okay, Hunter now is through the jumping spider. Now the downhill drop. This has not been easy so far. And he was worried about this. A lot of people were worried about it. Okay, this is weird. Hunter. Okay, he's on the ball. He almost had too much momentum. But he's fine. Maybe not fine on time, though. But he is up the first ball in 1. And the second in 1. It is doable. Flying chute, he jumps. And he has a little bit too much momentum. Hunter is out on the flying chute. That is very unfortunate. Oh no. Yeah, it wasn't a given that he would clear if he beat it, but he definitely had enough time. That just wasn't meant to be, I guess. Now the final rando, Manco 22410. Now he's here because Ump Double Ump did not show up this tournament. This is where Ump would have been if he did compete. Manco. Oh, okay, this is weird. Carries the hopes of all the randos with him into the water. Next up, we have the only All-Star to never reach the final stage, and the host of Weapon Warrior, Weapon Man. He's been jumping since the Master Chief, the Master Chief Collection. I am losing my mind here. And he's seen a lot of success. Matt, back in Tournament 1, he was the only person to reach Stage 3, going out on the jumping bars. Then in Tournament 5, now this profile is about the first tournament of each era so far. In Tournament 5, he would go out on the crooked wall on Stage 1. But then, in the last tournament, he would be one of 4 to beat Stage 1. And despite being the 3rd in the run order to clear, he was actually the first person in filming to clear, which was pretty neat. Matt would shockingly go out on the swap salmon ladder. Only the second time he's ever failed Stage 2 on this course. First being Tournament 10. Yeah, Matt is an incredibly talented and incredibly successful jumper. 2-time Grand Champion on Irish Warrior. 2-time Grand Champion on Halo Sasuke, hosted by Chumpy. Most recent Grand Champion of Ninjas of Halo. Yeah, say what you will about how much courses can count, Matt is a top 10, if not top 5 jumper of all time. And I'm not just saying that because Buckaroo. And Matt originally didn't think he would compete this tournament due to time issues, but he found a way to compete, and here he is. Taking some time here, a little slow, but he is through the pole pace now for the jumping spider. Lining himself up for a moment, jumps into it, gets into the window, gets a safe jump, and he is getting through it nicely. Could be moving faster, but not a giant issue yet. If he can get through the remaining obstacles quickly, he should be good. Matt going through the downhill drop, jumps, and he's got it. Now through it, double or fall now. He's got to get up these in one. He's up the first in one, now the second. He is. Okay, Matt has the time to beat the chute last time, and he will this time. He's got more time than Joey. On the escalator, Matt is going for it, and Matt comes up short of the last plank. Weapon Matt fails the escalator. Oh my god. He was worried about it, but I figured he'd be able to find a way to get through it. But you never really know. And that is very unexpected. But Matt will not be going on the stage today. That is a tough scene. Now we have the host of Spartan, Sasuke, and one of the men who tied for first place in the previous tournament, RPG 445. This man with very good taste in favorite Pokemon took a long time to find any success on this course, as though he did have many deep stage 1s. He wouldn't actually beat stage 1 until tournament 10, where he'd go out on the roulette row. Then in tournament 12, to the surprise of some people, he would get all the way to stage 3, although it seemed like he really didn't get there, as he would go out on the propeller bars, which were the first obstacle at the time. Then in the last tournament, after having one margarita that seemed to be all Rog needed to beat stage 1, one of course that had less than 14 clears. And although Rog would fail stage 2 again, going out on the wingnuts, he tied with Cobra for first place. I'd just like to take a moment to say that Rog has my favorite theme of any competitor on this course. Cynthia is the best Pokemon champion with the best music and the best themes. Yeah. Garchomp is based. But back to the run, actually. And Rog was not feeling very confident in his chances. He was very, very worried about the downhill drop. He compared it to the rolling jump, which was an obstacle he had back in Spartan Sasuke 15, which, if you've paid any attention in your jumping history classes, you'd know is, I'm pretty sure, the only tournament, the only 2-attempt tournament where nobody beat stage 1 ever. Yeah. Rog compared the downhill drop to the rolling jump, but here he is. I mean, he designed the rolling jump, so he should be good at that, which theoretically means he should be good at this. He jumps, and he falls off. Rog is out on the downhill drop. jumped. He had a good idea. He just jumped too far back, so he couldn't land on the ball. He did for a brief moment, but it caused the ball to have too much momentum and roll out right underneath him. Thought he could have beaten it. But a man who got first place last time will not be able to defend his placement today. The other person who tied first place last time is the All-Star Cobra. First competing in Tournament 3, Cobra has been incredibly successful in his career. Only missing Tournament 8 since then. In every tournament, from Tournament 3 through 13, besides 8, the only time he failed Stage 1 was Tournament 6. Tournament 6. Even having a final stage appearance in Tournament 10. He also has a first place back in Tournament 9. And he failed complete nuts back in the previous tournament. Cobra, yet again, was the last person to run in chronological order in terms of filming. But Cobra, that hasn't stopped him from performing well before. In Tournament 9, he was the last person to run in filming. And what do you know? He got to Stage 3. He saved that tournament. So Cobra hopefully won't have to save this tournament by being the only person to get to Stage 3. But hopefully he does get to Stage 3. Hopefully someone does. Hopefully more than one. Cobra. Through the pole maze, Cobra. Similar to Joey, loves going fast, but for a different reason. Joey does it because he just feels like it. Cobra says that if he goes too slow on a course, he starts to overthink things way too hard, so he goes fast to try to counteract that, which, for the most part, does seem to work. Working so far. Cobra survived the downhill drop. That was the cleanest anyone's done it today. And he's through it now, the double warp wall. He's up the first and 1. Now for the second. Up that and 1. Flying shoot. He goes for it. Cobra has not enough momentum! Cobra fails the flying shoot. Oh my god. Wow. I am shocked. I thought Cobra could have easily beaten it. Definitely could have beaten this stage. But he just couldn't do it, I guess. Came up short, jumped a little bit late. Now the final 2 runners on Stage 1 are the 2 grand champions, starting off with Tournament 4's champion, Trillo Fan 4. Getting total victory back then, basically just making the whole course look like a joke, really. Up until the very, very end, where it seemed like he might have screwed himself out of a total victory. Needing a lot of save jumps on the final at the very end. But the time limit was lenient enough because I was dumb back then, where he'd be able to beat the final and achieve total victory. And in the last tournament, he was one of the many flying shoot failures. I have repeated that point a lot today. There's his banner, symbolizing his constant Seiha in Tournament 4. Yeah. Pedro, as we call him, very good jumper, although he has seen some inconsistencies on courses as of a little more than recently. He had a streak of 3 tournaments in a row failing stage 1 on my course in tournaments 7, 8, and 9, going out on the crooked wall every time. Then his flying chute fail last time was only the 4th time he's ever failed stage 1 on this course. And on Irish Warrior, he has failed stage 1 2 tournaments in a row, going out on the Dragon Glider both times on that course. Pedro is through the Jumping Spider now for the downhill drop. Trying to think if he has ever failed a ball rolling obstacle. He probably has. Yeah, he failed the ball glider at least once on Irish Warrior, but he got through the downhill drop now. The double warped wall, he's not up the first in 1. He almost got it though. Come on, Pedro. He's up it in 2. Pedro is up the second wall in 1. Now for the flying chute. Can he get his revenge? He sticks it. Pedro through the flying chute. Now for the escalator. We've seen people fail here this tournament, so shouldn't take it lightly. Pedro breaks the last plank. We'll have to find him for that. But he's going up the rope ladder. He has the time. He knows it. He can take his time. And he will, because Pedro is going to beat stage 1. 8.1 seconds left. Welcome back, Mr. Petroleum Jelly Fan 4. He got his revenge on the flying chute. And overall, outside of the warp wall, just made everything look pretty easy. Which I can assure you, it is not. Pedro, good job. Welcome back to stage 2. Really not much else to add. Final runner on stage 1 is the second grand champion, Tricky Cyrus, achieving total victory back in tournament 12. Now, although some had expected a total victory in tournament 12, I don't think anyone thought it would be from Cyrus. But he defied expectations and became the first British person to achieve total victory on a halo jumping course. And did you know that? Did you know he's the first British person to get total victory on a jumping course? Because I didn't. Yeah, here he is achieving total victory, being the first Brit to do so on a jumping course. Yeah. Then in the previous tournament, Tricky shockingly would go out on the flying chute. Let's hope that he can improve on that and get back to stage 2 at least. I just realized something. So, last tournament's clears. Didn't compete this time. Then Cobra, Matt, and Rog all failed stage 1. I believe this is the first time where no one that cleared in a previous tournament beat stage 1 in the next tournament. Could have worded that statement better. But, weird fact, kinda cool, kinda sad. And Tricky is off. The final runner on stage 1 has begun. We either have 4 or 5 clears, either tying the lowest with tournaments 1 and 13, or the second lowest with tournaments 5, 8, and 9. One of my biggest pet peeves in my course, I wish clear numbers were more varied. Like tournaments 2, 3, and 4 had 6 stage 1 clears, and then tournament 6 had stage 1, the 6 stage 1 clears again. Hasn't been 6 stage 1 clears since then. I wish there'd be a number that I haven't had before. I wish there'd be like 9 stage 1 clears soon. That'd be cool. Tricky onto the downhill drop. Tricky was feeling very confident on this stage. Really not worried about it. Okay, Tricky, he jumps too far back, and Tricky is out on the downhill drop. I spoke far too soon there. And the reigning grand champion is out on stage 1 for the 2nd tournament in a row. This was, I don't know if I should say unexpected or not. I've said unexpected, surprising, shocking, I've said it a lot today. I want more variety. Why am I framing? I am terrible. I'm so sorry. Tricky Cyrus is out on stage 1 again. Second stage ended the previous tournament, and it has seen many modifications, including a 10-second time increase. The stage starts off with a double dipper, which has been modified. The gap between the tracks has been increased by a lot. The swap salmon ladder is the only obstacle on either of the first 2 stages that does not have any change. The skywalk is modified. The angle slightly increased, but now with glass. The butterfly wall is new. Run, jump on the trampoline, land on the wall, punch it, it'll spin, make the dismount. Wing nuts are modified. Yeah, the jumps are a bit easier. The swinging beams, although unattempted last time, have been made a bit easier as well. You can beat this stage in 100 seconds. Move on to stage 3. Start things off with Sonic Fan 10193. He has beaten the stage twice before, but it looked completely different when he did. Sonic through the double dipper almost. He is now the swap salmon ladder. 2 people failed here last time for some reason. Sonic is getting through it at a good pace. Now the first 3 obstacles barely take any time. He's through it in just over 30 seconds. Plenty of time. Butterfly wall. First look at this. So yeah, you jump to one of those pegs, punch the wall around so it'll spin, and make a giant dismount. Now on to the wing nuts. Sonic. And Sonic is the first person in S&W history to beat a wingnut transition. Oh, he's going straight for the second one. He's got it. Now the dismount. Sonic onto the swinging beams. Our first look at this ever with a lot of time. Sonic does the corner jump. He does not get it. Sonic Fan out on the swinging beams. Could not do the first transition. That is not what you want to see. Sonic, he knew what to do, and he knew that he failed. Nearly right when he jumped. His turn is over. Now we have Smoky Massacre. He has only beaten this stage in Tournament 3. And now, 11 tournaments later, he really hopes he can do it again. But he does not have high hopes of beating this stage. He struggled with the wing nuts a lot in practice. Also struggled with the butterfly wall. So, he rarely even got to the wing nuts in practice, but when he did, I don't recall if he beat them at all. Smokey onto the skywalk now. Almost blending in with the background of the stage. Jumps onto the butterfly wall, onto the peg. And the hardest part of this obstacle is definitely the dismount. Okay, Smokey's through it. Now for the wing nuts. He just could not get a swing going in practice. And it seems that problem persists here. He goes for the jump way too early. And Smokey fails the wing nuts. Oh, man. Smokey just came up short. That is unfortunate. He will not make his grand return to Stage 3 today. But still, having this many Stage 1 clears is very impressive. See you next time, Smokey. Now we have 2 competitors left. Both are all-stars. Both have been in high-pressure situations before. Now we have Joey. He had pretty high hopes and high confidence that he could beat this stage. Just a matter of, can he completely execute everything? Now on to the swap salmon ladder. Joey on the second bar, the third bar, the fourth, and the fifth. Now on the skywalk, you got a very, very late save jump here. Well, I guess the entire obstacle is late saves. Okay, now the butterfly wall, he jumps and is onto it. Looks like no one so far has gone for the left side of the wall. And he gets the dismount. You can see the wall reset there. That was kind of neat. Joey punching the wing nut. It's really not what I'd recommend, but it seemed to have worked for him. And Joey is going to go for another transfer here. He's got it. Okay, punching this wing nut now for the dismount. He's going to take some more swings for extra security. And he gets the dismount. 1 obstacle left. Can he avenge Sonic Fan? What's he going to do here? Okay, he's going to go around that. And he is in first place. Now, okay, the last beam, just 1 corner jump left, and we will see Stage 3. Joey's got it. And he is going on to Stage 3. With 7.5 seconds left. A very good job. He's the second person to defeat the wing nuts in SW history. The first person to defeat Stage 2 in Era 3. Good job, Joey. Welcome back to Stage 3. Looking forward to seeing how you'll do. But he doesn't have to be alone, because there's 1 more run on Stage 2. The first Grand Champion, Petrillo Fam 4. Pedro has beaten Stage 2 quite a lot, although there was a long streak where he didn't get to Stage 3. After his total victory in Tournament 4, he wouldn't get back to Stage 3 again until Tournament 10, but he would get back to Stage 3 in 11 and 12, so he definitely can beat this stage. He has more than enough ability to. Pedro is climbing up the swap salmon ladder through the skywalk now, and the butterfly wall. Can he beat this? He's going to go for the right side of it again, like everyone else. Taking his time here for the dismount, he goes for it. Pedro comes up short of the dismount. Petrillo Fam 4 fails the butterfly wall. Not be going to Stage 3 again. Oh man. Pedro, I think if he just waited a tiny bit longer to go for the dismount, he would have had it. That didn't look like he rotated the ball as much as he probably should. That is sad. Stage 3. It's the first time we're seeing it this era. And as always, it is 8 obstacles with no time limit. But all of these obstacles have never been attempted before. Starting with the roulette cylinder, you just roll that thing down the track. Then the swing edge. You jump across these 3 structure things. Curtain swing. There's 4 curtain things with small ledges. Jump across them. Crazy cliffhanger. 4 ledges with a giant jump from the 3rd to the 4th. The jumping rings. It's like the jumping bars, but with rings instead. Then the peg cloud. A lot of very sweaty corner jumps. Basically just a pole grasper, but with a cooler name. We end things off with the gliding ring. Go through a head slide, land on that ring, and then make the final dismount. If Joey can somehow defeat all of this, he will face the final stage. He certainly can do it, but it will be very unprecedented if he beats this stage. And Joey, the last man standing, the hopes of 49 others rest squarely on his shoulders. Going through the roulette cylinder. Really not much of a cylinder, more of a ball, but I don't care. He's rolling it nicely. And stopped here. Okay, he seems to have fixed it. Now you have to roll this basically all the way to the end. Basically just close enough to where you can transfer to the swing edge. And it seems that it is for him. And he is onto it. Okay, he's gonna send this. And he's through the swing edge onto the curtain swing already. On the second one now. The 3rd. He sticks it. Now the 4th. And he threw that. Now going straight to the crazy cliffhanger. 2nd ledge. Jumps for the 3rd ledge. And he's got it. Now the crazy jump. He's gonna go straight for it. And he's got it. And Joey defeats the crazy cliffhanger. Now he is gonna skip straight through the jumping rings, full sending it already onto the peg cloud. Wow, Joey is demolishing this stage so far. But now, here's where you have to take your time. Peg cloud is quite possibly the hardest obstacle I have ever made on this course. At least in its 213 version. Yes, I didn't really put down anything as modified in this obstacle overview for this stage. But yeah, a lot of things were modified. Okay, you got a save jump there. Joey really wants to get to the final stage. Even if he doesn't think he has a chance of winning, since no one has seen this final yet. He just wants to get there, and he is on to Needle Road. Only 2 obstacles left. Just jump across these cables with cubes on them. And he's doing good so far. As we approach this structure here, showing all the final stage appearances, the ones lit up are the total victories. Tournaments 4 and 12. And Joey, I don't even know how he is still on this stage. He has 1 obstacle left. Just the gliding ring. On the ring. the music stops. Joey goes for the dismount. He save jumps, and Joey Davis has beaten stage 3. What a surprise. I don't think anybody expected anyone to even get close to beating this stage. And yet somehow, Joey has done it. He beats stage 3. We will see a final stage just 2 tournaments after a total victory. Joey made short work of this entire stage, making basically everything look easy. Really, the only misstep he had was on the roulette cylinder, having to reset it. Well, not reset it, having to stop it. And needing a save jump on the peg cloud as well. Joey, what a run. And it's not done yet. He could do the impossible and achieve total victory, becoming the 3rd to do so. But it all depends on what the final stage is. Didn't expect it, but congratulations, Joey. You have earned it. Final stage. The hardest it has ever been. There's now 3 obstacles instead of 2. Time limit is 40 seconds. Starts with a heavenly ladder. Go up a bunch of perfect crouches with no spring jumping. Tarzan dash. It's like the old Tarzan ropes. Just harder. Then we end things off with our good friend, the G rope. Beat this in 40 seconds, and Joey wins. Let's see how he feels. B Snowball V Joey, whatever you want to call it. You were the first person in S&W history to reach the final for a 2nd time, and it's even crazier that you've made it here 2 tournaments after a total victory. So, what's going through your head right now, and what are your how do you think you'll do on this final stage?
Well, going into this tournament, I really expected to fail stage 1, I'm not gonna lie. But after I beat stage 1, I felt like, I knew I could beat stage 2 and stage 3. Stage 2, the wing nuts were my biggest concern, and I got through, pulled through. Stage 3, my biggest concern was peg cloud, but we pulled through again. Got to the final jump and barely made it, but we got here. Flame is probably crying, but it's okay. This final stage is probably the hardest final stage I've ever seen, just looking at it, but it looks really cool, and I don't think I have a chance at all to beat it, but I'm just so happy to get here after a tournament where no one got to stage 3.
Well, being honest, normally I would wish the person best of luck. I don't know if I want to do it here. Just don't completely embarrass yourself.
I will.
Yep. It's been completely unexpected how this tournament has gone. But Joey has seemingly done the impossible and reached the final stage so soon after a total victory. But now he has to push just a little bit further if he wants to achieve total victory. And Joey is off on the final stage of the Heavenly Ladder. It's a bunch of perfect crouches, but there is a rule where you cannot spring jump. And he has a misstep there. Another one. Okay, he seems to have recovered. Okay, he is... Okay, another mistake there. Joey is really struggling here. Okay. Still having trouble. He is definitely not going to clear now. But he is now on to the Tarzan Dash. And he comes up short. Joey has failed the final stage. Going out on the Tarzan Dash, and the tournament is over. 50 tried and 50 failed.